lots of these episodes where BJP leaders have given hate speeches against Muslims.
This word jihad, they should not use in election. But who brought the word jihad? Hindus don't know the meaning of jihad. What jihad we are doing? Just going and putting a vote.
Do you think the political targeting of Muslims has become more blatant in the recent times?
BJP is not a political, religious party. It's a party anybody can join. It doesn't stop Muslim joining it.
There are certain events that might have led to the trust deficit of Muslims with the Bharatiya Janata Party. You've spoken at length about your relationship with Sonia Gandhi ji, and you have spoken about how you felt that she did not trust you.
Yeah, many people left because there were too many layers between her.
You have been the governor of Manipur in the past. Something of this scale would have called for the resignation of the chief minister, to say the least.
I'm getting messages from Manipur, we miss you, come back, because there was so much peace.
Welcome to the Quint and Quint Hindi, and welcome to my show Badi Badi Baatein. First of all, heartiest congratulations on your wonderful autobiography, In Pursuit of Democracy Beyond Party Lines. What a wonderful, wonderful read. What inspired you to write your autobiography now at this point in your life?
It is my daughter, Asma.
Okay.
She was telling me that I must write something about what I have seen in the world. It will be because I grew up in a place where women were rulers. 100 years ago, they were ruling Bhopal, Muslim women. So that was something important, because now they say women should sit at home, they shouldn't do anything. But at that time,
Yeah.
in those days, a woman could rule a state. Then my grandmother, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's sister, she was director of women's education in Bhopal. So that inspired me that women can do anything. And so this experience I wanted to put on record. And my daughter was very keen. She helped me a lot to do it.
You have spoken at length about your relationship with Indira Gandhi ji in the book. And you have, for the past decade, we are seeing the tenure of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in this country. Is there any commonality between the two leaders that you find?
Indira Gandhi was a very, very strong woman after she came back to power. In the beginning, of course, she was new to politics. But when she came back to power in 1980, she was a very different woman. Ruthless, strong, clear in her mind, and a very, very strong lady. I admired her. And she supported me when I was in the parliament. Just I was there for a few years and then she was assassinated. But she was a great leader. And then I worked under Mr. Modi. And I was Modi ji's minority minister. Good in that sense. And minority does not mean Muslims. They are Parsis, they are Jains, they are Buddhists, and so they were Christians. So I looked at the minority in in the whole totality and studied what are their issues and which area they have to be supported. And Modi ji never interfered in my work. I focus on all the minorities, not just showing I am a minister for Muslim affairs. I was minister for minority affairs.
Speaking about Muslims, we are kind of seeing an overlap of religion and politics to a very large extent. And
Yeah.
the campaigns from a lot of political campaigns have also become highly, very, very highly polarized, where certain leaders of the BJP are also accused of propagating hate, saying certain statements against the Muslims, etc. From your time with the Congress to now, the past 2 decades with the BJP, how have you seen polarization and communal politics transition in this country?
You see, unfortunately, polarization started with our partition of the country. It was Mr. Jinnah who made it this division between Hindus and Muslims. Though Mr. Jinnah was not a practicing Muslim, he was not a Sunni, he was a Khoja, he didn't know Urdu, he didn't know, he never read Quran, I think, he never prayed, he never fasted. He was not a practicing Muslim, though Maulana Azad was. And Maulana Azad wrote the transcript of Quran into Urdu, explaining what the message of Quran is. That you live with your religion and faith, I live with my religion and my faith. BJP is not a religious party, it's a political party. And Congress is a political party. Communist is a political party. Janta Dal or whatever they are all political party, not religious. Why they use religion and emotions in the election? They should use who did good job, who is focused on education, on empowerment of women, on job development, uh, the more skill development for people, progress. Nobody talks about. Everybody, when the election come, they come and start talking about Hindu, they talk Muslim. Why? We all are one.
Do you think the political targeting of Muslims has become more blatant in the recent times? We see, for example, if you look at the TV media of India today, there is a jihad angle in almost every other thing. The recent Maharashtra elections also, we've seen the current chief minister, former deputy chief minister, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, call the Lok Sabha results of Maharashtra as vote jihad. Do you think blatant political targeting of Muslims has seen a rise in the past few years?
No, no, it's always been there, off and on. It's only during the time of Indira Gandhi, all this was not there in that 1980 election. It was more of a stability and development. So was after Indira Gandhi's assassination. It was sympathy wake for Rajiv Gandhi, which brought a maximum ever majority for the Congress party, which was also not healthy because there were no opposition. So Rajiv Gandhi got lost within 2 years. So the thing is that it has become much more. I don't know why.
And not bring religion into politics, you mean?
It should not bring it. BJP is not a political, religious party. It's a party anybody can join. It doesn't stop Muslim joining it.
But we don't see representation of Muslims in, if you look at the data, over the years, representation of Muslims in the parliament has gone down. In the previous Lok Sabha elections, also, the Bharatiya Janata Party had not fielded any Muslim candidates. So basically, what's happening is the disproportion of the population of the Muslims and their representation in the assemblies and the parliament, it is getting wider and wider. Why do you think that is, and what needs to be done?
Because the political parties are not focusing on them. They are using them as a vote bank. And for a Lok Sabha election, especially, and the state elections of the lower houses, which are directly elected, what a political party looks at winnability. Who can win an election? So, if they involve them at the grassroots level, at the party level, to work in the constituencies, then there will be winnability and they can win an election. I always said, don't shun any political party. Look at who is going to take care of your interests and join it. So the thing is that involve them in Mulayam Singh Yadav's son. He's involving them and he's bringing them also. The other people, Lalu's people are also children, are doing it. The same should be there. Now, if the Muslims don't join BJP at the ground level, how can BJP find candidates?
But then
Yeah,
do you not think the blatant, lots of these episodes where BJP leaders have given hate speeches against Muslims, etc. I'm not saying all of them, but there are some repeat offenders. There are certain events that might have led to the trust deficit of Muslims with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Do you think the party could have done more politically in order to fill that trust deficit, or do you think it has done enough?
it's both the sides. I heard the speeches of those religious Muslim religious leaders also. This jihad. Jihad is to your own self, for your own desire, not against people. That time of Prophet Muhammad is not there. We are not going to fight with a sword. So this word jihad, they should not use in election. I heard it. No, I'm in America, but I saw on the television this the speeches they were giving. Why they can do this? Similarly, if they do it, then the Hindus will do it. It's vice versa. If Hindu do it, the Muslim do it. These religious people should remain to do their job for which they are trained and let the people decide on the issues of education, development, job creation.
But then, when the word jihad is used by, say, for example, the media channels, which has become a very, very blatant thing, especially in the Hindi media, and also similarly by Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, who is now the chief minister, the entire campaign ran on the on the agenda of vote jihad, that the Muslims voted against us, so it was vote jihad. When that word penetrates those circles, doesn't that become a bigger problem?
Yeah, I know. I saw Devendra Fadnavis. But who brought the word jihad? Hindus don't know the meaning of jihad. If you ask if I ask any of my Hindu friend, he will not understand what is jihad. It is an Arabic word, not a Hindi word or even Urdu word. It originates from Arabic. Why these people use word jihad? What jihad we are doing? Just going and putting a vote or putting a thapa, stamping. Jihad means you fight for some cause. But what is the cause here? It is your own interest. Today, the pen has replaced the sword. It is the pen which is more important. It is your hand is more important. It is your brain which is more important. That what is good for you. Think about it. Don't just be emotional. Both Hindus and Muslims, they should think what is good for them.
You've spoken at length about your relationship with Sonia Gandhi ji, and you have spoken about how you felt that she did not trust you. As you've mentioned, along with Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad, you were also one of the people who were trying to convince the ranks and file of the Congress that Sonia Gandhi is in fact capable of leading, especially the people who had doubts about her when she took over. With you, why do
Yeah,
you think there was a trust deficit when it came to Sonia Gandhi from her side?
I don't know. Now it is over. I don't want to discuss this matter of past. But whether it is Sonia Gandhi or anybody, any leader, you work with a leader with a trust and confidence. if the leader doesn't trust you, in spite of knowing me for such a long time, working with Indira Gandhi, working with Rajiv Gandhi, whether they were in power, out of power, looking at my background also, I came from a family which contributed in the freedom struggle with Nehru ji and Gandhi ji and Sardar Patel and others. Now to mistrust me, it is highly hurting. It's not, I won't use any other word, but it hurts.
Do you
And I
think her
mean,
trust issues were only for you, or was that a period for her where she had trust issues with a lot of people?
yeah, many people left because there were too many layers between her. And those people around her, the staff especially, were not trained to know who is who. Indira Gandhi used to tell people to her staff. So we were always treated with respect.
You have been the governor of Manipur in the past, and the state has seen unprecedented unrest over the past several months now. A lot of people say this that if it was the previous times or if it was the older times, it would have something of this scale would have called for the resignation of the chief minister, to say the least.
You see, when I was made the governor of Manipur, it was when I went there, then I called the leaders of the both Nagas, Kukis, and Metais. They are the three major communities, and asked them to come and talk to each. I said, if you don't want to talk to government, talk in my Raj Bhavan, which is not a government under the state government. So they sat and they talked and they settled. And there were peace, so much peace that the president came to visit, the vice president came to address a conference, the prime minister came. There were election and the government was formed. It was a BJP government. And later on, when I left, things are all right. But I don't know what happened again, that they've started fighting. Even yesterday and today, I'm getting messages from Manipur, we miss you, come back, because there was so much peace and we feel insecure, we remember you. I said, I cannot come back, but I can always pray and wish for you that peace is over there. I think somebody should take note of it, create a dialogue between the people. And I'm sure things will improve. Whatever action they have to take. They want the same government, they want to have another election. But they should take some action. The central government should focus on it. There's no governor now, since the last governor, she has gone. And things are, nobody is there that the people can go and talk.
Ma'am, thank you so much for joining me on the Quint, and thank you so much for joining me on Badi Badi Baatein, and thank you so much for giving us your time today.
My pleasure to talk to you.